You're welcome to Fxpreneur Global Forex Trading Academy. Building a career in forex trading starts with taking the decision to do all you can against all odds to transform your financial life by efficiently navigating through the financial markets like the banks and other financial institutions through the training and mentorship of Fxpg platform. Today is 22nd of June, 2022, and our daily market analysis will be focused on Eurusd, Gbpusd, Gbpjpy, Usdcad, gold, and Nasdaq. To join our academy, kindly visit fxpreneur.com.ng. Let's go straight up. This is Eurusd. I'm going back to 1 hour time frame. We got this amazing move yesterday morning, and it was awesome. So it's traded into the FVG as we analyzed and flushed up the buy stop liquidity here to this level. All right, of course, you know, this should be the profit target, which is the next order block. All right, the next order block. So after I got this way, we were expecting it to pull back a bit here to flush above to take away this buy stop liquidity, but then it continued going down. Now we trade what we see, we don't trade what we feel, and this is 1 hour time frame. So we are going back to 4 hours time frame to get our buyers for today. So taking up is the projection. We flow with the market. As you can see, the markets are still breaking structure up. It has not actually taken away this structure down. Now, I will change my bias if this market take away this particular level, forming what we call the failure swing. Once they've broken the structure, because once it breaks this structure, failure swing have been created, and that is to say the market wants to go to the downside. But for now, our bias is still going to be an upward because the market has still broken structure up. It has not broken structure down. So our bias is going to still be the up move as it was projected yesterday until we see this level taken out. Then we change our bias. So let's go. Here we have an order block. When market came in yesterday, it never traded into the order block. It only traded into the fair value gap in a lower time frame. And as you can see, a structure had been broken here. I'm taking away this 4 hours. Okay, let me use this. A structure was broken here, which is a break of market structure. Up. All right. Then returning back to this block here, we're taking away this. So it's coming back to this block here. Once that is done, begin to anticipate a move up. So our bias is going to be within this block. So let's go back to a lower time frame to refine our entry. 1.5. Zooming out. So here we'll have fair value gap created in here. Here we'll have fair value gap here, right? The market have to trade into the fair value gap, which has been done to flush down this low, which is what it's doing right now. We're finding this back to this level. So what am I expecting? This is done already. So I want to see something like this. This was actually expected. Pull into this FVG, then back down into this. Let's give us break of market structure here. And right up. Now, this is what I'll be expecting from this pair. So once it gets to this level here, I'll be expecting here, I'll be expecting a break of structure to go up to this level. If it peradventure goes down to break this level, I will change my bias to the downside. But for now, this is what I'm expecting. Now, if you watch here, you see we'll have a liquidity. We'll have liquidity here. We'll have liquidity zone here that must be taken out. So there's a liquidity. Let's set liquidity. Let's stop liquidity here. To the buy stop liquidity. Some persons already buying and the stop loss is here. So have to come back and take away the stop loss. So retail traders will lose their money. Then manipulate back down to this level here and up will go. I would have loved it more if there is an FVG here. Let's go to lower time frame further to check if there's an FVG there. So it's closed it. It's closed it. So this is the main supply zone, the demand zone that is here. So this is the main demand zone that is here. 15 minutes. All right. So I want to see this liquidity taken out, trade into this zone, then find a way up. So this is what I'm expecting from this pair. I will go straight to Gbpusd. Gbpusd has done as it was anticipated yesterday. If you watch yesterday, we had this zone yesterday, and we said we'd like this market to manipulate down to this level, right down yesterday, and it has just done that. So what are we expecting? We're expecting a move to the upside. Now, if you go back to what we analyzed yesterday, we really caught this move 30 minutes. This move, it came back here, pinch here. We got this move to this level and we sold down, right? So now, as you can see, this has already happened, which is break of market structure to the upside. So it's put back down here. So now if you watch, we'll have the main key level here and market is already here. So let's go straight to higher time frame and get the analysis done properly. I'm taking this out so we can get it moved for today. Okay, here we'll have this. trend line. This is a retail trend line, and it's still playing out a retail pattern. But mind you, this must definitely go and flush above those level. Now, what are we looking at here now? This is an OB, all right? It's coming down into this particular OB. Worst case scenario, we'll see it come here to this place and break this. Now, why did I say that? Let me zoom in. We'll have head and shoulder quasi, and then market has actually broken structures, change of character. So you need to return back to the other block. And here we'll have a breaker block. Okay. Here we'll have a breaker block. Let's come back to the breaker block and up, but never taken above this particular high. So we want to see it come down to this other block, right? Once you get down to this other block, then we'll be expecting it to go up. So this block is valid. I'm taking this out. If you watch between here and here, it is more FVG that needs to be closed. So our bias is going to be 2. So this coming down to take away those levels here, which we can see in 1 hour. So here we'll have stops here that they need to read, right? So once they've done that, this is what I'm looking at now. Average. To sweep all this liquidity down. To this level here. Then go up to the first bias. The second bias is the first bias. The second bias is for you to get down to this level here. All right. So there's a second bias, this is the first bias, and this is the second bias. So that is if it breaks, let me take this out so don't get confused. So if it comes down and take away this level, we know it's coming to this level. So this will be the level we'll be expecting it to come in. Because if you go to 4 hours time frame, you see that this place now is an FVG in here. They can't see that actually in 1 hour, but it's there in 4 hours. So we want it to trade back, then come back to this, sweep this level, But our bias is the upside to take away this trend line liquidity. So all this inducive movement down is just to play out a little level resistance. All right. So we need to take away this resistance. That is where our target will be. Our target will be on the upside, but they're actually coming down right now. So we need to play along with them. So this is what I'll be expecting from this pair. In worst case scenario, I would like to see them come here, then before they straight to the upside. So that is what I'll be expecting from this pair. Back to Gbpjpy. Now Gbpjpy did exactly as we anticipated yesterday, which is they actually swept the liquidity, the trader liquidity, traded into the FVG, but never gave a reversal pattern. They went back again to trade into this particular FVG that we'll have here in 4 hours. Let's go to 4 hours so we can get this clear. So we have fair value gap here in 4 hours. So we traded into this fair value gap and then got mitigated by this other block. Then when that was done, it had to trade back down. So let's go on. So this was what they did yesterday, and we saw that we anticipated that before it happened. So here, what are we looking at now? We have fair value gap in between here and here that brought this structure. So we want to have this market come into this fair value gap and possibly go up again. This is what I'm expecting. I want to see it come into this fair value gap, then and go up again. If you take your Fibonacci, from this swing to this swing, of course, you know that this is your premium level, right? This is your premium level. So we'll be likely want to see it come into this level, then we'll go up with it to flush above this previous high and possibly take away this high. We trade what we see and not what we feel. So long as this structure is not broken, my movement will still be on the upside. So until I see this swing low taken out, my bias will change to the downside. So let's go to 1 hour so we can get our entry. In 1 hour, we're looking for our entry now. Here we'll have a gap here. Between here and here, we'll have gap, right? So we would like to see something like this so we can sell down, then also go up with it. Trade into this fair value gap here to close it. Then we'll smash it down to come into this FBG. Then this. That's a bias on this pair. I want to see this happen. So here we'll have a fair gap value gap. Here. So we also have an FVG here. Between this level and this level, we'll have an FVG. So let it trade back into this FVG. We'll get an entry to smash down, right? That is what we want to see in this pair. And if it goes back up here, that would be a good one. So we have seen that market don't just move, instead it plays out the algorithm that's been programmed to. So that is what we have here. Then let's go to 1 hour so also can see what we have in 1 hour. We'll have this. There's a block. So here is an FVG. Here also there's a gap here, which is right. The broader structure, so we can call them an FVG. So you need to trade back into it, then flush back down here. From here, I'll get my entry up. So most of the traders also have this now. As a trader, so it has taken away the liquidity. You have to come back, take away the liquidity, then up it will go. So that is what I'm expecting from this pair. Let's go. This is USD card. USD card played exactly as anticipated yesterday, guys. We said it's gonna go up, trade into this level and flush down. So it traded into this level and came down here. All right, got mitigated by this other block. All right, from here, it finds its way up again to close the remaining part of the FVG. So I'm taking that out now. Trade into this FVG here. Now here we'll have another block here. My due date just 1 hour, so my analysis is strictly based on 4 hours. I use weekly, daily, 4 hours to get the flow. Now, this swing low need to be taken out for us to know that this market is actually going down. But as you can see, we'll still have a break of market structure, a trade back into this level, and possibly to see flush up again. So we've not gotten a re-break of structure to the downside on 4 hours. We only have that on 1 hour. Now, what we have seen here is it traded back into this level here, into this FVG here. Yes, we'll be anticipating a sell down, all right, kind of counter trading down to flush below this liquidity, and this liquidity here, all right? But then we are still expecting this market to kind of go up because it is still an up movement based on those 4 hours, based on what we've seen, because this major structure here, it's not taken out yet. Until this major structure here is taken out, my bias will still remain the upside. So until I see a break on this major structure, I'm not changing my bias yet. So let's go to a lower time frame so we can catch some little move. That's right into this FVG, and we'll have some FVG here, between here and here, and also we'll have here and here. Now look at this. Now here became a liquidity, which is has flushed already. Then we want to see between here and here we'll have this, then we'll have this. Like I said earlier, my bias is still the upside. A break of market structure, I would like to see a pullback into this FVG, all right? or possibly this one, but it's a little far. So to flush above this side. So my bias is going to be this. I have this fair value gap here. Let's just see this happen. Then, worst case scenario, I'll see this happen. If I don't get this move, I'm not taking this trade. If I don't get these moves, I'm not taking this trade. So, though this trade is not actually the best thing one can actually trade now, but if you force yourself into this trade, you get your hand burnt. So, the setup is not too okay by me, but then this is what I'm expecting to take a trade. I would like to see a pullback into this FVG or back to this particular FVG here. If I get this move, then I can look for a buy up, all right? But then if I don't get that particular move, then my bias will remain down. And if you watch here, we'll have trendline liquidities. Which was taken out yesterday. All right, and here they're also giving us on that trend line. So they'll do as if they want to come down a bit to validate return move, then they sweep it up. So this is what I'll be expecting from this particular trade. Let's go back to the next one. Okay, don't think it's this. Good. We analyzed gold, and the gold is actually delivering perfectly as analyzed. So what do we expect? We expect a pullback into this FVG here. All right. So once it's come to this place, I'll be taking my trade to the upside. So gold is delivering 100% as analyzed. Gold is delivering 100% as analyzed. So guys, let's go straight to Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq delivered perfectly as analyzed. Perfectly as analyzed. So we said we need this move up here to down, and this gave us over this so many pips. 2016 pips. All right, so that is what we are looking at. I'm taking out this. So the question is, what are we looking at to take a trade now? Let's go straight to 4 hours and see what is happening for hours. Right. Okay. We're still expecting this to go to the downside. Into 1 hour so that we can take a trade. This FPG, so it's closed. We'll have this. If it had actually wanted to go up, it should have come in here, sweep into this FVG here, all right, and trade up to take away this liquidity. But that never happened. And here, we've seen series of breaks of market structure down here. I would like to see this trade up into this FVG and fall down. Actually, our movement is still just down, but will be validated more once this level is taken out. This is not broken. It's Taking these out. That's related into it. And next thing is a flush down. Did the short trade I'm expecting for today. I'm expecting the short trade for today. Down here. Right? That's what I want to see on this pair. All right. So if you watch here, guys, we'll have this straight line liquidity. And whether we like it or not, it needs to be taken out. But for today, we'll be looking for to catch this move. Sell side here. Okay. Thank you. Kindly ensure help us to subscribe and also click on the notification button so that you get the bell icon so that you get to be updated anytime we upload such amazing content. And do have a wonderful day.